Hello, it's Druidsfire. I'm coming at you with the latest information from Lord of the Rings Online. In this case, the Gilded Caravan Patron's Coffer, newly released and available right now until November 23rd. Here's what it is in the in-game store. The usual prices: top tier $79.95 LotRO points, mid tier $39.95, and the lowest tier is $19.95. Now, let's get you started on what does it actually entail. Let's go to LotRO.com with the details. All right. And as you can see, it is a desert-themed caravan coffer. And this is obviously a rich merchant out and about trading in the desert. In Shagana, Harad, as the Westerners call it. And so we're going to do my usual, and I'm going to start at the bottom. First of all, always the important disclaimer. No upgrade offers are available. If you buy a lower tier and then buy an upper tier, you're paying full price for the upper tier. So maybe consider which one you want to get before you get it. That way you don't have that sticker shock if you choose to upgrade in the future. Each individual coffer can only pre-purchase once per account. That's standard procedure. Players can purchase a higher one, but again, you can't go back and buy a lower tier if you've already bought the higher tier. Also, again, standard procedure. And the mithril and the lesser elixirs of virtue are delivered once to your account on the character you're logged into, making your purchase. This is why it's vital for you to be logged into an actual character before you apply or make the purchase from the in-game store. All right. And it is only available to purchase in the LotRO store once you have a character, as I just said. You gotta log in to an actual character. They won't let you buy it from the character select screen. And this is because there's a couple of things that are a one per account thing. And that would be the mithril coins and the lesser elixirs of virtue. So let's start bottoms up. Okay, so the simple coffer for $19.95 LotRO points. It will get you 100 mithril coins, an account-wide title of trader as a prefix. Whoever has the name Joe on all of the servers, you're a prophetic person. You. Whoever has that is going to be like the best person ever, right? They have to get the coffer. It's required. Whoever Joe is on each of the 8 active servers, you need to buy the coffer. I'm just saying. Because perfect. And then of course you'll probably get yelled at by Standing Stone for using an obvious, trademark infringement name, but that is what it is. All right. And again, on the bottom tier, you're going to get the Gilded Caravan Pack, the Ceremonial Gilded Caravan Axe, which is a one-handed axe for a change. I'm really pleased to see that. And the Tome of the Caravan Trade Goods Camel, which is the pet running around behind the character in the upper image. All right, middle tier, you're going to get everything from the lower tier except the mithril, because you're going to get more mithril on this one. You are going to get the previously mentioned cosmetics. You will also get 250 mithril instead of 100. You'll get one lesser elixir of virtue, which is good for 2,500 VXP. You'll get the previous mentioned title. You'll also get the title caravan guide. The titles and cosmetics, as usual, are account-wide. Every one of your characters will get them. Yep. More stuff in your inventory. Yep, that's going to happen. So, the enhanced cosmetics coffer of the Gilded Caravan will include the pack as before, the axe as before, the camel pet as before, but also give you the weapon aura and the market stall bauble. Now, this is actually really cool. You're going to love it. At least I hope you're going to love it. Next up, the top tier. And again, as mentioned, it's available for the middle tier is $39.95 LotRO points. The top tier is $79.95 LotRO points. It's going to get you all of the above except the VXP and mithril in their place. You're going to get 500 mithril. 6 lesser elixirs of virtue, which is 2,500 VXP each. So that's a total of 15,000 VXP. Don't spend those bottles all in one place, unless you really want to. You get both previous titles. You'll also get the title of the Lavish. You'll get all previous cosmetics. And you will also get the Gilded Caravan Camel, the Gilded Caravan Steed, and auto-granted War Steed cosmetics. And that's going to be a comparison, headpiece, saddle, and I think the indentations on this file are a little bit messed up. The Gilded Caravan Market Stall Bauble from before. And again, all the previous cosmetics, except you're not going to get the outfit. The boots, the wrist guards, hood, shoulder guards, and robe. Again, you'll already have the pack and the axe and the weapon aura. So yes, you can now say you can have my axe. Though, if you're going to hand somebody your axe, you must really like them. That being said, that's what's in the goods. Let's go see what the goods actually look like in game. Let's make this file go away. Bye. And let's make the game come back. Boop. Alright, I am on the hill because there's nothing here. And it's the Shire at nighttime, so I got really cool background music. That being said, Phoenix, my oldest character in LotRO, you can kind of see the weapon aura. It's a purpley thing. I'm a little bit puzzled about the weapon auras of late. The weapon auras don't seem to match the rest of the Coffer decor. There's nothing else in this as purple. The gold I can kind of see. The little orangey things swirling around, I can kind of see those. But I'm not understanding the mauve. I don't get it. But I like the actual design. It looks like a little lightning shooting up. And then the swirlies. Those look really cool. I'm also not sure about the green feather. Maybe a teal feather would have worked better. Because look at the rest of the outfit. Let's zoom out. Zoom out too far. Okay, so basically your colors are blue and a very pale gold, and very ornate. A lot of embroidery work going in here. Not quite brocade, but maybe on the arms. And I do like the varsity jacket poofiness of the main chest piece with the big poofy arms. I was thinking of varsity jackets recently, and I'm not sure why. I do like the belts. With the ornate pouches on them. Very, very fancy with the nice golden, matching golden rivets. And the swirly sashes all over the place. And the ramp, and we got the pointed boots as well, the upturned boots. But something about, well, why is it so poofy? And it's honestly because you want a little air circulation between you and your clothes, so you're not sweating through your clothes. It gives you a little, so it's not like it's padding per se, it's just that the fabric is very poofy. It's like, if MC Hammer made a robe, it would have these big poofy arms, like the old parachute pants thing. I do love the tassels, definitely like the gold. Very pale gold, very ornate. And let's take a quick look at that axe. Again, the axe itself looks a bit more functional than some of the axes I've seen in the game. I mean, it's got the pointy bit there. And you're going to definitely clonk somebody on the head with the backside of the axe. But the actual blade of the axe, the main thrust of that axe doesn't look like it's just going to snap off necessarily. But it does look more ornamental than anything else. Let's take a quick look at the pack. Again, with the embroidery going on. Whoops, a little bit too close. I do like the texture on the leather. It does look like it's distressed leather. It's worked leather. It may actually just be gold paint on the leather, rather like some sort of embossing. But I do like the two jars here. This one's obviously maybe a wine of some kind, and then maybe a little bit of, I don't know, healing potion there, and another bottle of wine over here. Gotta have your wine. It looks like we got a little bit of a bedroll going on here, and maybe a little bit of a tent, a small one-person tent that you can. I do like the fact that the shoulder pads, one is just kind of plain, and the other one looks a little. It has that more ornate design. It looks more like armor, but overall this is not somebody that you would expect to be a warrior necessarily. Okay. All right, let's go turn on the thing. We're going to take a look at the outfit in the in the thingy, so we can see what it dyes like. You know me, I love blue, so obviously I'm going to like this, but I want to see what portions dye. I'm expecting the blue's going to dye. We are going to still see what it looks like in Heirloom Blue because I'm that person and we're going to do this. But let's go see how it looks in other colors first. Alright, I tend to go with like, a green of some kind, so we're going to try green. Forest green is a good choice. We're going to make everything forest green that we can. I wish there was a change all button so you can just change everything to the same color at once. Wouldn't that be cool? You can already see how it's going, honestly. It's really, really cool. And I'm noticing the gloves are just like bracelets. That is so cool. And there's nothing special. There's no actual legs for the outfit. It's all based on the main piece. But let's get the boots going as well. Alright, so forest green, a very vibrant rich green. It goes very well with this, goes very well with the actual basic. I mean, compared to the actual default out design, it's very more vibrant, honestly. It's almost as if the gold is standing out even more. It's really cool. Alright, it actually matches the feather better, too. Alright, you know what? I also like to go for crimson, because crimson also pairs very well with gold. So crimson. Crimson. We'll see what that looks like. Meow. I have kitties meowing. Oh, wow. Look how that pops. And now you can kind of see what the difference is between, you know, where the gloves are and where the boots are. It's also very Christmas. This is very Christmassy right here. Okay, crimson. I don't even need to worry about that. Crimson. Okay, so that's what the outfit looks like in crimson. Again, a very rich and vibrant color. Let's go see if we can find something else that might stand out a lot. Let's go for something like Moria Silver. Let's pair it with silver to see how the silver and gold works together. And no, you may not sing like Burl Ives. Silver and gold. No, no, no. Nope, not happening. Alright. And then we'll go back to... Actually, we'll pair it with a different gold and see what happens there. Oh, wait, that's the light color. Hold on. Hold, please. Alright, Moria Silver and Moria Silver. Okay. So that's what it looks like when it's all silver. I'm noticing something red. Looks like a strap or something on... I wonder what that is. I mean, on my actual character, it looks like maybe like a dagger? A dagger sheath? That's what it looks like. Puzzling. Oh, it's like a strap, but it doesn't die, which is a little bit fascinating that they've got something like that. Okay, let's see what other color we can go with. Dark clay, sunset orange. Oh, I did say we wanted to go for a gold, so let's go with Lorien gold and see how everything looks with another gold. And then we'll go back to my favorite. You know what it is. You know it. You'll love it. Heirloom Blue, but let's check out the gold. Gold on gold. It's going to really wash out a lot of that embroidery, though. I can already see that happening. Yeah, it washed out most of the special stuff. So I was expecting that, honestly. That's not unusual. Okay, now let's go to my favorite. You know it. You love it. Heirloom Blue. Let's go. Alright, EL Blue. EL Blue, EL Blue. Oh, yes! Now, if you played other video games, you might be saying, oh, that's the color of insert faction here. And you would not be wrong. I think about the only thing that would have been like, oh man, that would have been nice, is I'm actually kind of sick, a little bit weary of pairing blues and golds together. Not that I like the other faction in said video game. But you know me, my metallic accent favorite is silver. On the other hand, I also acknowledge this is the Gilded Caravan, and typically gilded is a gold color. So I get it, I understand it, I acknowledge. But just there's always a wistful part of me saying, "Oh man, I wish they'd have gone with silver." But we know gold is in theme for what we've got going on here, so it's all good. Now, a couple other things we got going on to mess around with. I'm going to save the market stall for last because it's amazing. But we're going to pop out the pet treasure, the trade goods camel. So yeah, you got a pack camel with you, and they've got some wine, basically the same jars that are over here. They got this jar over here. They've got some fabric, just like the ones you're wearing. You got this basket of stuff. There's bags of stuff. There's some more fabric over here. Basically, you're taking stuff to sell to make moolah. And so I love Treasure of the Caravan Trade Goods Camel. And look how tall it is. This camel it's like Bill the Pony if Bill the Pony was a camel, right? I mean, my elf is tall, and the camel is almost as tall as I am. Alright, if Bill the Pony was a camel. Ship that. Okay, let's go with the steed. The Horsey McHorse. Alright. So this is kind of like a, not quite a Palomino, kind of like a bay horse. Maybe a bit of a sorrel. I'm not up on my horse color names. But it matches the outfit. Let's get this out of the way. So it does match the outfit pretty well. I mean, I think the gold is a slightly different color. And the saddle blanket is also a slightly different shade of blue. But overall, the horse looks pretty cool. Looks like it can actually almost see out of the thing. It's got almost blinders on it to kind of keep it focused. But it's a very nice horse. Very nice horse. Alright. Let's turn this back on. So, the default name for the big person horse is Zoria. Z-O-R-Y-A. Alright. And there is indeed a camo. Alright. And as camels do, it looks like a camel. Definitely inspired by where it came from. I do appreciate the symmetry of the saddlebags. I still wonder how those things... Don't camels have garters? I don't know how they stay up. I've never understood that, but it's very decorative. I do like the hood on the camel. That is definitely in theme. And of course the golden tassels also in theme. And the colors on this really match the outfit better than the one on the steed. The blue is definitely the same shade of blue. And I do like the intricate geometric designs on the blue fabric. And you can also, you can't really see, they are present on the main outfit as well, but they are definitely more evident here on the camel itself. And as all the camels in the game do, they all move the same. Man, that back leg looks like it's doing something weird. Alright. So that's the camel. And the camel's default name is Gilt. G-I-L-T. Not to be confused with Gilt. G-U-I-L-T, which is what I feel whenever I spend too much money at the store. Okay. There is also a war steed. So let's check out the war steed. I already set the war steed up with the default colors. we are going to check and see what my favorite color looks like. One thing I did notice, it does not have a pack. The gear slot is there's nothing for that, which is kind of nice because you can never recolor what's in the gear slot anyway. So as a design, this really works for a War Steed. But we can change the you can change the stuff on the under the neck, and then you can change the saddle bag or the saddle blanket, and you can see what that kind of does. So it's kind of cool. You know me, I love heirloom blue. It doesn't quite work with the paleness of the gold though. But that is what it is. Now the final thing I was going to bring to your attention is the market stall. And I think this is actually the highlight of this particular thing. I mean, the camel's cool. The colors are cool. The pet is cool. The pet almost won out. But the market stall is like the best thing ever. So check this out. This is the bauble. Wow! You are suddenly got a whole ass market stall all your own. And one thing I would point out is you can collect this bottle of water. You can collect this polished adamant. And yes, you can collect them. Whoops. And that makes your thing go away. But hey, a couple of crafting mats. And that's your market stall. So I can definitely see the role-playing use of the market stall. I do kind of wish it did not have a 10-minute cooldown, but it does, so we're not going to show it again. Apologize for the short version. I didn't realize it would despawn the market stall when you reached out to pick up those things. So that is what that is. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the link below. Boop, 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 boop. And if you like this sort of content, throw a like on it. If you like the channel, throw a subscribe on the channel. It costs you nothing. Anyway. I want to give a quick shout out to Standing Stone Games. Thank you for the preview code. I do try to show off the new stuff when I get it, the new hotness. And I definitely appreciate the consideration. So everybody, thanks for watching, and I will see you probably somewhere on a live stream on twitch.tv/Druidsfire. And later on, if you miss those, the VODs will always be here on youtube.com/Druidsfire. Surprised about that. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!